developed once again, playing around with his builds. I'm surprised that he did scout up north. He was scouting, reacting onto the timing of the probe. Because it was sent out quite late, as you mentioned, that he wasn't really expecting him to be close positions like this. So it's going to catch him a little bit surprised as he's scouting to the left-hand side now. Then he's going to have to travel all the way over, so he has no idea what build Socke is doing. He would have pushed a lot earlier, having knew what Socke was doing. And on the other hand, Socke, you know, with the cybernetics core, that's really late, so he's going to have a lot later scout here as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting play. You say that it's blind, but you've got to consider the mindset, I suppose, of the best of 7. He's seen so much play from Socke over the last hour and a half. He thinks he has Socke pegged as regards to what Socke will do, and it looks like he has. He knows that it's either that or, I mean, it is a very real possibility this could be some kind of weird defensive build. He's putting a bunker down. This is really curious, honestly. I mean, I would have expected this big aggression coming in right here, but maybe it's because he didn't scout. As you were saying.
I think that the bunker's just an illusion here. In case Socke did slip in with a probe, he can just see and be like, oh, okay, cool, you know, expansion.
It's going to expand,
again.
yeah.
And then he's going to salvage very shortly and then push out, as we see now. And I think Socke is going to add a robotics facility next instead of another gateway because he's so clueless. He has no idea this could still be any form of Cloak Banshee play. And now he's going to get the Scout Invasion. Doesn't really want to reveal all those Marines, but has to anyway. And now the build has been revealed.
Yeah.
We need more gateways going down. We need to stop building probes. We need to chrono boost those gateways.
Yeah, big pressure coming in from DDE right here with that 4 barracks opening in the mine games, as you were saying before. The bunker did go up. It wasn't actually spotted, but this Stalker is trying to do as much damage to these SCVs as possible before they get in. They're there to tank damage. They're there to build bunkers. He was actually blocked off right there, and he needs to try and get a good angle of attack right here on these Stalkers.
And they might get trapped against the wall here if DDE keeps moving down. Probes have been pulled off, and a very nice play from Socke, targeting down all the SCVs so no bunkers will be made, but he has to be so careful. 4 Marines at each time are being reinforced.
Yep, or they are streaming across the battlefield right now. There's a Stalker down, backed up into the corner once again, and that bunker is almost complete, and once it is, it's going to be able to pressure that Nexus.
Oh wow, bunker does complete. He can build an additional bunker now as well. Understandably, look at all the gateways that have been added on. We have 3 in total, we have 4, and there's like 6 in total now. So he's going to be quite able to defend against this, I think. He's got a lot of time to tank damage. The problem is that he could potentially lose the Nexus right now before these 6 gateways take effect.
Yep, DDE trying to poke in there with a little bit of extra DPS. This is a race against time right here for Socke. He wants to break this bunker. He has to, unless if he does not, that Nexus will die. An initial salvo right there from the Stalkers. I feel DDE could have probably gone in there with a little bit more, but he might be okay. We're going to find out one way or the other. The probe sacrifice to try and keep the Nexus alive. This is a race against time. Socke buying as much of it as humanly possible, and now is the time DDE needs to solidify this. Surely he will now try to destroy the Nexus, but I have a feeling he might fail this.
Yeah, I think he's failing it too, and Socke knows he can afford to lose a few probes
cleaned
here
up.
Great cleanup from Socke now. Has the Nexus, can go to completely chrono boost the Nexus, as you can see already happening in the main, and will shortly happen on the natural too. Get out a lot of probes and do whatever you want. He's going to pressure now to force DDE to build bunkers, as we can see, and he was going to have to build more than 1 too, because there are a lot of units. There are 6 gateways, remember, so a very easy counterattack can be launched here.
Yep, and that of course means that Stim has been delayed completely. It is nowhere near completion. In fact, it hasn't even started. Concussive Shell is on the way, but there are no Marauders on the field yet. The pressure will come in, the 6-gate conversion, and bear in mind that Socke lost a ton of probes, and it didn't make a damn bit of difference. He lost 10 probes, and he still came out ahead in terms of his economy.
And I think this could very well just kill off DDE right here. I mean, he's trying to get a second bunker up, but 6 gateways, that's 6 Stalkers every round if he has the economy to do so. Another forward pylon, and I wouldn't be surprised if we saw pro production cut now, and he just goes all in with all these units now.
I don't see why he wouldn't. Holding this is going to be extremely hard, even with a couple of Marauders right there in the bunker. Once that bunker goes down, that'll be a Guardian Shield placed up right there to try and absorb some of this fire. Here comes the pressure, and down goes the bunker. Once those Marauders are taken out, I would expect the Stalkers to clean this up. DDE is now falling back to repeated defensive bunker placements, and it does not matter. GG, the fastest game I think we've actually seen in this entire